her.
Here we go again. I mean, we had Speaker Johnson go to the steps there with the whole contingency. They left D.C. They're trying to, fix this problem here, Caroline. What is it going to take to make this campus and every campus in the United States of America safe for Jewish students to return to school and not have to face potential for violence? Because we do know it did get violent last spring.
I think it's already been violent this year as well. I heard that Jewish students were accosted when they were trying to move into their dorms. So, I mean, it's not going well, and the year hasn't even started. So I think that it's going to take two things. It's going to take withdrawing federal funding from Columbia, and it's going to take actual federal action by the Department of Education and perhaps by the Justice Department to enforce both the Civil Rights Act to protect Jewish students and to expel and deport foreign students who are involved in this, although it's not really all foreign students. A lot of it is homegrown Americans who have been indoctrinated to hate Jews from K through 12 in the public schools in the United States. It's a growing problem. So I think you're going to have to see some significant government work. And I think that you're going to have to also see some more forthright fighting by Jewish organizations and, most importantly, by Jewish parents who simply don't send their Jewish children to Columbia anymore because it is not worthy of them. And by the way, it's not worthy of anybody who not only opposes anti-Semitism, but opposes anti-Americanism. Because what we found in campus after campus is that the anti-Jewish violence that you're seeing is going along with radical professors and indoctrinating their students to believe that the United States is evil.
There are camps for this. And everything you just talked about could actually be done if there was a will to do it. We had Professor Emeritus of Harvard, Alan Dershowitz, talk about this. But there's also this whole dark money that funds all these. And there were Biden supporters, as you well know, groups that supported Biden also funneling dark money into all of this. And now you have the White House sitting squarely here criticizing Netanyahu, talking about needing to get a ceasefire. I play a little bit first of Alan Dershowitz here and his reaction to me yesterday on what we were seeing on campuses.
I want to see what happens now. Harvard really starts tomorrow. Let's see if there are encampments. Again, the president of Williams encourages encampments, encourages these protests. He would never dream of encouraging protests if they were anti-black or anti-gay or anti-women, but because they're anti-Israel and anti-Jewish and pro-Hamas, he's all in favor of free speech. You know, you're not in favor of free speech when it's free speech for me, but not for thee. I want to hear the president of Williams say he'd be in favor of free speech for anti-black, anti-gay, anti-feminine, anti-transgender speeches on campus. Let's see if he's really for free speech or if he's just for Hamas.
Good notes there. Caroline, you know, the Jewish vote, how are people still voting the Democrat ticket when they see all this hatred on the streets here?
I think that a significant number of Jews are not going to vote Democratic in the coming election. I think that you're seeing that already in polls that have come out 2 or 3 times over the past several months of Jews in New York, which has the largest Jewish population, which you find for the first time that President Trump is getting over 50% of the Jewish vote, which is an earthquake. And you know, and those numbers are largely reflected in larger samples that are not specifically about politics of American Jews. So, you know, when you see that 57% of American Jews, according to an American Jewish Committee poll that came out in June, feel more committed to Israel after October 7th than they did before October 7th, that you can say that's 30% of American Jews who tend conservative or moderate conservative and therefore are more likely to vote Republican. But it's also 27% of Jews who vote Democrat. And so when you look at the policies that the Democrats are advancing, when you have Kristen Clark, who had a history of Black anti-Semitism as the head of the Black Law Students Association when she was a law student at Harvard in the 1990s, and she's the head of the Civil Rights Division at the Department of Justice.